Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Make these babies cry all the way back home. Switch.
Throwing is Murray on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. To throw, Mayfield. His throw incomplete. He was trying to get it to Donnell Pumphrey. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mayfield, that's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Check it out, 3.
They'll give it to Chubb. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Chubb. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll try and run this. It's Pumphrey. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 14, and he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Now this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A give to Kamara running right. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Touchdown defense.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Browns drive about to get started. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. They'll run it now with Pumphrey. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They'll run here with Pumphrey. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
43 is the mark.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Murray nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah, what's going on? It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Murray with a 3rd and long. He's going to go deep for Conley. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Set, ready. Kick the Pittsburgh. We got more. Then you get the ball right here. Let's go. 29.
Murray now on 1st down. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
You got it.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. To throw is Murray. That one going to be complete to David Moore. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 21.
16 yards.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
54 Mike. Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
On 2nd and a yard. Murray. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Shotgun now from Murray. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Browns drive about to get started. It's been a good 1st half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Mayfield nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Mayfield from the gun on third down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact and force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Taken from just outside the 30. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah, can he put it aside? Let's find out. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Under 10, under 10.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Mike's 50. Man, that's trash. That's trash. Switch.
Here's Murray from midfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing, Mayfield. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Third and short yardage, Mayfield. And he finds McLaurin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this one is right down Broadway. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Kill.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Throwing on first down is Murray. Oh, now Murray has it stripped.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Mayfield. And this is forward, complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Come on. You go tight. I got you.
They run with Pumphrey. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
20. Check, Mike 54. Mike 54. you. I'm coming after you.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4.
From the 35 on second down, Mayfield slings this deep from McLaurin. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Check, check. Pull it to 6. Pull it. Ha. Coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check, 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 check. Out, 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 out.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Motion to backfield. Motion to the back.
Now Murray throwing on second down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Mike's 43. Mike's 43.
Now Murray. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. Murray now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Mike's 43.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
They'll run on first down. Hammond, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. From the gun, Murray looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down. That gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
The ball carried by the wide receiver. Incomplete in the end zone.
So they went to the booth to see if that was a touchdown, and they have decided it will not be a touchdown. 6 points off the board. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Kamara try the right side. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints get a bit closer. Luck's good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Try to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. And he'll give it here to his running back. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
Let's go, defense. Let's get on the
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 49-yard line. On first down, Chubb able to get forward for about 4 as he's taken down. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6.
check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 39.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
First down, Cleveland.
All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. And there's also a flag to go with it. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide, and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Watch the screen.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And an alley to run. A good productive run there on 1st down. He winds up getting 8. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
They run. Chubb. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 11. Mayfield. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Following the interception, Mayfield. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jordan Willis has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Mayfield down. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Browns on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4.
Right there, 54.
Mayfield looks to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. To throw, Mayfield. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Kamara. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. From the 38, Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. T.J. Green with a pick.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
So the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at their 38. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And it's 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. On the run, it's Pumphrey. And an alley to run. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
He finds his target, Beckham, and able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Murray now on first down. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. 33 yards that time. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Murray. He gets it to Thomas. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Back to the air on second down, it's Murray. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
Sack, baby! Sack!
Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down.
Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get there. Off. 43 is the mic. Come on, D.
Murray, one final try. And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 10. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This is the type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the Browns, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, add another loss to the pile as they drop to 2-8 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.